Perhaps the most stunning example of spiritual authority in Scripture belongs to Abraham, a man who demonstrated that proximity to wickedness matters far less than proximity to God. His nephew Lot lived in Sodom, a city so wicked it became synonymous with divine judgment. When God decided to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, something extraordinary happened. He didn't consult with Lot, the man who lived there. He went to Abraham, who lived miles away. And the Lord said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am doing, since Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him." Genesis 18:17-18. What follows is one of the most breathtaking prayer negotiations in all of Scripture, a divine conversation that reveals the staggering power of covenant relationship. Abraham steps forward with holy boldness. "Would you also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Suppose there were 50 righteous within the city. Would you also destroy the place and not spare it for the 50 righteous that were in it?" Genesis 18:23-24. Then comes the negotiation. 50 righteous people, then 45, then 40, then 30, then 20. Finally, Abraham reaches his final plea. "Let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak but once more. Suppose 10 should be found there." And God responds, "I will not destroy it for the sake of 10." Genesis 18:32. Think about this. One man's intercession held back judgment on an entire region. Now, here's where the contrast becomes devastating. When the angels arrived to rescue Lot, he couldn't even convince his own sons-in-law that judgment was imminent. So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who had married his daughters, and said, "Get up, get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city." But to his sons-in-law he seemed to be joking. Genesis 19:14. Lot lived in the city but possessed no spiritual authority to save it. Abraham lived outside the city but carried the authority to negotiate for its very existence. The final scene crystallizes this principle with shocking clarity. As fire and brimstone rained down, Lot's wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Genesis 19:26. She was judged for merely glancing backward at the destruction. But Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. Then he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and he beheld, and behold, the smoke of the land which went up like the smoke of a furnace. Genesis 19:27-28. Abraham could look at the destruction, while Lot's wife died for looking back. The difference? Position, authority, covenant standing. Here's the question that should shake every believer to their core. Are you living like Lot or praying like Abraham? Too many Christians have settled for residence without authority, present in their cities but powerless to intercede for them. They've compromised their position, diluted their distinctiveness, and wonder why their words carry no weight. God is raising up gatekeepers again, men and women who understand that spiritual authority isn't about physical location, but covenant position. He's looking for Abrahams who will stand in the gap, negotiate with heaven, and hold back judgment through intercession. What will you choose? Will you be absorbed by your culture, or will you stand as its gatekeeper? The cities are waiting. The question is, who will stand before God on their behalf?